let me paint a picture or scenario for you, okay? All right, I'm talking about stuff that I know for a fact that works for life, providing that people don't get arrogant, okay? And mind you, I've been a pastor for 25 years, all right? Watch this. You listen to me very closely. Something like that. Anyway, listen to me very closely. Whenever people choose not to follow my counsel and my advice, their life goes to pot. I'm going to paint a picture for you, okay? Let's paint a picture of the way that this life should be running. All right? This is concerning marriage. I'm going to give you both sides. Think about this for a second. All right? You've got a young man that wants to marry a young woman. Now, first of all, number one, you got two ways you can do this. You can do it by the system of this world after the secular government and allow the state to be your God, your authority, or you can do this by the Most High. Now watch this. When a man is rearing a child, rearing a daughter, okay, this is the reason why, and the only way you can actually command a bride price is if this woman has met these conditions and she's a virgin. You see, here it is. Let's say this woman that you want to marry, she grew up in a home where she was homeschooled, made good grades. Guess what else she knows how to do? She knows how to cook. She knows how to clean. She has learned how to guide the house because she's assisting her mother with the rearing of her younger brothers and sisters. She knows how to garden, knows how to farm, and watch this, she's a virgin. What should take place is the father should sit down at the table, providing that you've got a daughter like that. The father should be sitting down at the table with this young man and say, okay, you want to marry my daughter, all right? All right, so what you bringing to the table, what you got? Boy, you know how foreign that is today? When you can have your cow, the milk, and the whole 9 yards and have all the benefits of it and you don't have to pay nothing? That's why I keep telling you the Bible way is the right way. What do you mean what you got? Well, brother, think about this young man. You getting ready to marry my daughter. At least you are a candidate to marry her. And I want to know if you're going to honor and respect her. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to settle on a bride price. Because if something goes awry right here, guess what? You're not going to sit up here and take her virginity, and there's not going to be something that's going to be gained from this for her. I mean, after all, that is what the Bible says. I ain't got no money for a bride price. Well, you won't be getting my daughter then. You won't be getting her because, you see, my daughter she's not like the typical American woman who parents have no oversight. Let her go out and go on dates. And she has done screwed every man, every boy that she has ever been on a date with. And see, you have to understand, women like that, they don't have no problem going in and out of relationships. That's the reason why people can't stay married today, because the woman is too promiscuous. All right, check this out. He got a selling point there. My daughter knows how to cook. My daughter knows how to clean. My daughter will respect you as her head and authority. She will guide the house. She don't have desires to run out here and club and she has no desires for other men to be looking at her, chasing after her, none of that stuff. She loves children. And so she'll have plenty of children. All right, watch this now. And she will homeschool the children. And the big thing about this, she's not experienced like these bimbos out here in the world. She's a virgin. So guess what, brother? You want my daughter? You want to fork it over. And let me throw this in there too. Let me throw this in there too. If you want my daughter, now mind you, I'm talking about daughters who love the Most High, have lawful lives. People who are obedient to what the Bible says. And their father, they love their fathers. And the father says, also, let me throw this in there too. If you ever get an inkling of thinking about abusing my daughter, I didn't say you can't correct her, instruct her, but if you lay a hand on her and you want to abuse her or treat her worse than a dang stray wet dog out here, I'm going to come and see you. Her brother's going to come and see you, and we're going to beat your ass until the end of your life. We're going to give you one chance at that, and that's it. Just one chance. And that was the only one. So I'm telling you all this up front because I am the authority in this to make sure that her life and your life is adjudicated in these matters right here. And if your daddy don't like it, bring him over here too, and we'll whoop his ass, because you know why? He should have taught you how to respect an honorable woman. What is wrong with that? Will somebody please tell me what is wrong with that? I mean, what's wrong with a bride price for an honorable young girl, young maiden that knows how to cook, knows how to clean, knows how to respect her husband, love her children, guide the house, knows, smart enough, intelligent enough to homeschool, know how to garden? What is wrong with that? And what is wrong with a man expecting for his daughter to get married to a hardworking man that has saved money, that has a roof over his head, that can provide for her, that can protect her? What is wrong with that? Oh, I know. The world got it right, Pastor Dowell. You're just wrong. You're old-fashioned. The world has it right. Yeah, they do. I'm going to tell you why the world has it right. You see, this is the world attitude. Let's say I'm worldly dad. Okay, good. So, daughter comes to me. Dad, I like to start dating. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, daughter. Go ahead and date. Well, Dad, you know, if I date, you know, there's always a chance something may happen. Oh, ain't no big deal. We'll go down here to the doctor stuff, get you some birth control pills to make sure you take it. And we'll also buy you some condoms, and you can give it to the young man you're going to have sex with. Now, you're going to enjoy yourself a little bit there, but, you know, if you can't abstain from getting pregnant, you know, at least try to. So we'll get birth control pills, and we'll get some condoms to make sure we cover all bases. Oh, thank you, Dad. Oh, thank you, Dad. So let me see. You end up doing that, let me see, probably about what? You had about 4 or 5 boyfriends from junior high to high school. And then you go to college and you just done lost your mind. You done ended up with who knows how many men, probably 15, 20 men inside of you. And sometimes, you know, you figured out that you don't like the condoms because you don't like the feel of it. You like the natural way. Wow, I got it covered through birth control. And then the next thing you know, you live your life, get your little degree, you start your profession and stuff. And then when you get 30 years old, you want to settle down. But you want a man that hasn't been promiscuous like you. Is that not the heightened sense of hypocrisy? Is that not true whoredoms? Wow. So let me see. And then when you get married, you get a state marriage license. Costs you about $100. And that's all that this new husband paid for you. But that's an insurance policy, because the bride price is the state making sure that if something goes awry, because chances are this woman's going to be rebellious. She's going to rise up. She's going to boss you around. She's going to tell you what to do because she's been telling other men what to do. Because after all, if she don't like what you got to say, she's going to divorce you. And when you get married, she's going to take half of what you got, because that's the bride price that the state is keeping back in escrow, which they didn't tell you that because the terms and the conditions of the contract wasn't disclosed to you. But that is the way of the world, and everybody applauds it. Well, Pastor Dowell, you are off your damn rocker. You out of your mind. You are wicked, Pastor Dowell. You are old-fashioned. You are out of touch. Sorry, but them the only 2 scenarios that's really, truly going on. So you tell me who has this right and who has it wrong.